Mr. Heavyweight Boxing today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris, the Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man, so I just got done watching this Fred Kassi fight that he had with Izu Ugonoh. Izu Ugonoh gets the third round TKO. Now, it did not come in spectacular fashion. It was weird the way Fred Kassi quit. He literally just quit after the second round was over. He pretty much turned to the ref, say he didn't want to fight anymore. The first, I mean, and it's weird, man, because I've never seen, or I can't remember at least, nobody quitting after 2 fill-out rounds. It was literally just fill-out rounds. You know how majority of fights go, guys just, kind of posturing and probing with the jab and moving, just trying to get the timing down of their opponent, cut the ring off, whatever it is, moving around. That's all it was. I think Ugonoh, believe the second round, towards the end, like the 15-second mark, he threw like a 3-punch combination, like a left hook to the body. But it was really nothing significant landed. What caught my attention really is the first 2 rounds is how tentative that Ugonoh was behaving in the ring. And I was thinking that maybe he was mindful of his last fight. Now, he hasn't been in the ring in 15 months. The fight that he had with Dominic Brazil, that was a hell of a fight, man. Classic, in my opinion. I love that fight. I was thinking that he was mindful of not wanting to gas out or come out there and throw, a barrage of punches, especially with a guy like Fred Kassi, who switches from righty to lefty. He's awkward. He can make you miss. He can make, he can make the fight ugly. You know what I mean? Now, Kassi, he did get stopped by Amir Mansour with a right uppercut that put him to sleep. That was a legit knockout. But the stoppage against Hughie Fury was a technical decision when Fury got the cut over his eye and they went to the scorecards. Fury was winning. I was curious to see how, in that fight at least, how Fury was going to behave with that cut, fighting a guy like Kassi. But I thought Fury was winning the fight when they stopped it. All right, so this is his only real... or no, the Mansour fight, I'm sorry, his only real knockout loss, like being stopped for real. And then you had this one where he quit. And then, then the Jarrell Miller fight where he quit in the 3rd round, or was, after the first couple rounds, he quit in that fight also. But at least in that fight, though, I thought that Miller was putting on pressure. He started to catch up with Kassi, started to cut off the ring, bang him to the body, even buzzed him with a punch. And I thought that Miller was just catching up with him. He was just much more physical, and I thought he was going to get a legit stoppage. Looked like Kassi was tiring and looked like he had nothing in the gas tank as he was getting hit and pent up against the ropes against Miller. All right, so I thought in that fight he was going to get stopped, but he also quit in that fight. And I think he complained about a tingling or something in his hand that he felt. When I was watching the fight, he wasn't like, he didn't grimace when he threw the right hand or anything, or he didn't like pull back or nothing. Just like this fight, I didn't see a tweak of the ankle or elbow, or I didn't see a grimace from throwing a punch or planting his foot or his rib. I didn't see anything. He just it literally looked like he just quit. Like he just said, I don't want to be here. And then it was funny after this fight, man. He tried to go up to, kind of give Ugonoh kind of like a little glove tap, like a good fight type of thing. And Ugonoh wanted nothing to do with it. He kind of turned his back on him, walked away from him. He really didn't shake his hand till after they announced him as the winner. And even then, it was just he didn't even look at him. And it's, they didn't even look eye to eye. Just kind of yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? But if I was Ugonoh, I'd be pissed off too, man. You go all in weeks of training, and then you literally have 2 fill-out rounds. Literally. It wasn't even heating up yet, and the guy just quits. Especially a guy like Kassi, man. Yes, he is a journeyman. He has losses on his record. But I thought he beat Dominic Brazil, and I thought he beat Ariola. The Ariola fight, there was a draw. And the fight with Brazil, one of the judges, was it all the judges? I know one judge gave him all the rounds. He had like 100 to 90. He gave Brazil all. I thought Kassi got robbed. At least a draw in that fight. But I thought he won that fight. He goes from that to performances where he's quitting. You know what I mean? Even his fight he had last, was it November? He had with Adamek, at least he went to 10 rounds. I thought Adamek out-hustled him. I thought it was a legit win for Adamek. But, then to come into this fight and just quit. Kassi kind of had a weird career, man. He hasn't had a win since 2013. Maybe it's the frustrations of that, especially after that Brazil and the Brazil fight and the Areola fights, you know. But that's no excuse for just from what I saw against Ugonoh, man. He just flat out quit. Like I said in the fight, Ugonoh was very tentative, man. Like he just was, or you can call it being patient, but he wasn't. I was waiting for him to unleash the right hand, and I was really waiting to see how he was going to throw the right hand or how much he will throw it when Kassi turned to southpaw. We know a effective punch against a southpaw is a straight right hand, and shortly after Kassi turned southpaw, finally Ugonoh unleashed the left hand. I want to say it was in the second round when he did it. I mean, he was being very patient, man. He wasn't throwing a lot at all. He wasn't active. He was just kind of following Kassi around. When Kassi will come forward and try to initiate with a jab, you're gonna go on the back foot. You know, so I don't know if he was trying to conserve his energy for down the stretch. Again, like I said, maybe he's being mindful of tiring out. I don't know, but then again, he really didn't have time to warm up. It only lasted 2 fill-out rounds. You know, so, and he was pissed, man. He looked pretty angry after the fight, not being able to, you know, show his skills after being out for 15 months. He did do an interview, but it was, you know, he was speaking Polish. I couldn't understand it. So, I don't know, man. This is a weird damn ending, but I want to see Ugonoh back. I'd love to see him in Brazil fight again, but I know Brazil right now is tied up with the WBC. Trying to get his title shot against Deontay Wilder. Ugonoh was in none of the top 15 sanctioned bodies any longer. I know he was in the WBO top 15. I remember doing a video about it, saying, because this one Parker had that title. And I was saying, man, if Ugonoh keeps working his way up these WBO rankings, he might have to fight Parker, you know, because they were stable mates at that point. But there's a lot of guys in these top 15 rankings that I would favor Ugonoh against. I don't think it's going to be hard for him to get back in the top 15. He just needs to keep winning, start calling guys out, you know. Maybe a fight with Artur Szpilka. I'm going to get to Artur Szpilka's fight tonight. He got a victory over Dominic Gwynn, 10-round decision. Last time we seen Szpilka, he got stopped by Konowski. You know, but I would love to see Izu Ugonoh versus Szpilka. That's a fight that had been talked about before. I wouldn't mind seeing Ugonoh versus Konowski. A Polish fight in Brooklyn at the Barclays. I think that'd be good. You know, Ugonoh has fought on PBC. I think they'll be more than happy to bring him back. He put on an excellent performance, even though it was a losing effort, to Dominic Brazil. He showed that he could hurt Brazil. You know what I mean? Legitimately hurt him. He just couldn't finish him. You know what I mean? So, only one loss on his record, and that is to Brazil. So, want to see him back, man. Like I said, there's a lot of guys that are rated up. Would love to see him paired up with Trevor Bryan. A lot of guys, man, that I think he can actually beat. Christian Hammer, Dimitrenko, Kaitoro Fujimoto, guys like that, Otto Wallen. They're all rated in top 15 of these sanctioned bodies. Bermain Stavern, I think he can beat some of these guys. You know what I mean? So, want to see more Izu Ugonoh. You guys let me know what you thought about the fight. If you didn't get to see the fight, I will leave I'll leave a link to it in the comment section down here, man. You can click on it, watch it, and come to your own surmise about what you saw. And even when after the fight, or after he looked like he quit, you know what I mean, he walked over to Ugonoh's corner, and Ugonoh's cornerman was having a conversation with him. And I can hear some English being spoken in there. And it seems as if Kassi said, yeah, I had a good time. I had a good time. And Ugonoh coach said something about a week ago. I don't know if he was referring to, hey, why didn't you say this shit a week ago, man? We could have had a fill-in opponent that you didn't want to fight. But again, really couldn't tell. It looked like Kassi didn't want to answer him either. You know what I mean? Kind of, as he was talking, he was turning his back, walking away from Ugonoh's cornerman. So, weird ending, man. But I want to see Ugonoh back in the ring. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gone.